I was able to get it started before I purchased it. Everything was running perfectly fine. And then I got it towed here to my house, which was about 60 miles away. Some kids on a little street bike. Let me wait for them to pass. So, it was running at the location that I purchased it at, and then I brought it home and then it wouldn't start. So I went ahead and got a new battery for it. And then I found that it really wasn't getting any fuel. So I checked the fuses first. Everything checked fine. I checked the fuel pump relay. It's currently disconnected. And the way I checked it was just by listening for the click. I also put my hand on it. This is not it, okay? It was the one that was over there. I put my hand on it and turned the key. That allowed me to feel that it was indeed activating. So I decided to check the fuel pump. And I found that it wasn't actually powering on. Now, I was ready to call it quits because I ended up finding that the spark plug wire was actually ripped. So let me show you the engine down here. So I found that the spark plug wire was actually broken on the inside. And I decided that, I want to go buy some. I ordered them already, but they're not going to be in here until tomorrow. The problem that I have currently is that this guy is parked facing the wrong side of the street. So I can't just leave it out here because I'll get a ticket. I just bought this. I don't want to spend more money on it than I need to, especially if it's not going to be going directly towards parts. So I went ahead, ordered the spark plug wires, and I started thinking about this like, one broken spark plug wire would not stop the engine from running. It would simply cause it to misfire. So that's when I decided to get down here. Now, the reason I ended up down here was because I was going to disconnect the drive line so that I could push it into my driveway. That didn't work out, so I decided to actually check the fuel pump. And the way I did that was by disconnecting it, hooking up my DC voltmeter, turning the key on, and I found that I was getting no power. So when I realized that I was getting no power, I decided to dig a little further down here. And sure enough, these old Volvos are notorious for these bad fuel pump relays. And I decided to open her up. Give me a second here. And this is what I found. Yeah, there's no resoldering this. This guy is fried. So what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to jump it enough to park it in my driveway. And once I do that, then I can actually begin the real work, which will have to wait till tomorrow.